Hello guys, welcome to tool number 17.
We are almost there. Don't you feel so much more powerful having all these tools in your tool belt? Like, I feel like Superwoman, and even better than Superwoman, because Superwoman's only got like a couple tools at her disposal. Like, we got tools that will create
magnitude
magic. All right, so the tool for today is a little strangely named. It's called Biomimetric Mimicry. Okay? Now, the good news is you are doing all of this all the time. And the bad news is it's what's keeping you stuck. It's what's keeping you creating piles of poo all over in your life.
Who likes being liked by other people?
Not anybody on this. Not anybody watching this video.
Right. Who was taught to put their pants on one leg at a time? Who was taught to wear clothes?
Let's hope
Who was
so.
taught to feed? Right? Drink?
So this one, I can give you a great example. My ex-husband, right? When we first got married, we are at the grocery store, and this is in just, not even 10 years ago. So this isn't even like 1960s, 70s, 80s.
She's
or
trying
whatever.
to imply that inflation is not the issue.
Yes. Okay. So we are at the grocery store, and I have created a cart full of groceries. I think we're at Whole Foods or something. And the total at the grocery store is more than $100. And my new husband at the time is very upset and distraught that the bill is more than $100. We totally have the money.
Is it $1,000?
No, it's $100.
Are you buying like things you wouldn't get at the grocery store?
No, these are normal grocery store activities.
You were going to eat this food.
Correct.
Right? This was food that would be normal to have.
Correct.
Okay.
So we get home, and because we were going to therapy at the time, yes, it's probably not a good way to start a marriage, going to therapy at the beginning. That's why it didn't last. Anyway, that's my conclusions and judgments as it is. Anyway, we have a conversation though about why the fuck are you crying at the grocery store because, or why are you upset that I have spent $100 at the grocery store? I'm trying to please. I'm trying to be a good new wife.
It's gonna be a full fridge.
What's wrong with $100 worth of groceries? And it took him a couple of days to figure it out. And he came back and he says, you know what? My mother used to cry in the grocery store when the bill was over $100 because she didn't have a lot of extra money. So he had biomimetrically imprinted into his body that feeling of his mother being upset by looking at the grocery store bill balance. And so that 20, 30 years later impacted him in the grocery store every single time. And all throughout our marriage, it was something he actively had to work through. He would go to the grocery store multiple times in a week just so that the bill was never over $100, right? How crazy is that? So there's places in your life where you are choosing things or creating things based on what your mom and dad did, what your grandparents did, or what their grandparents did that they
what
didn't
your
even
peers are doing,
that they don't even know that they're doing. That's biomimetric mimicry. Right? That's we catch our kids doing it. They do things, oh, well, that's just like mom or that's just like dad. And even for children that are adopted or something like that, they're doing things that are mimicry of the DNA, the consciousness of their cells.
So understand that implies pain and dis-ease, like things that you don't want
Not just money.
Because you're consciously wanting to be like the other people around you in order to be liked, to be accepted, to belong. Right, you're choosing these activities so subconsciously, it's all slipping by. And the biomimetic mimicry is something that you want to become aware of and then choose which parts make sense for you.
I don't know how many of our listeners have debt, but we live in a society where there is a lot of debt, as the United States is a country. So we are even biomimetically mimicking our country's debt state because it's something that we just continue to believe is what's right, what's supposed to happen, right? So not that debt is wrong, that's a whole other conversation there, but we are creating that instead of, so what if it was possible to actually pay off all that debt? I ask my bills every day, and I have in the past, like $30,000 of debt, that's one client, boom, it's gone, right? So What creation are you using to invoke and perpetuate the biomimetic mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities with money are you choosing? Let me say that again. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetuate the biomimetic mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities with money are you choosing? And anything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Times a godzillion.
Right, wrong.
Good, bad.
All 9.
Pod, poc.
Shorts.
Boys.
And beyond.
Ah. All right, so think about that. Let us know what comes up for you here. Where are you biomimetrically mimicking your parents' pain?
You're using this biomimetic magic and you're not even aware of it.
Totally. If we look up, I love Louise Hay's stuff. I love integrating some of this stuff. But we looked up back pain one time because both of us had back pain that was similar.
Mm-hmm.
And we have relatives that have that back pain. But Louise Hay was talking about it being about money issues, right? Money issues. And then the access people that's where you have capacities that you're unwilling to acknowledge. And we look at our parents who taught us that, like, it's okay to just live with this pain. And then we're like, fuck that. I don't need that. Then just be gone with that, right? We are mimicking the people who teach us that pain should be part of this reality. And it's just a pain of getting older. That's also something you want to have your bars run about too, because that can teach your body that it doesn't have to age like you think it does. You good?
I am.
Good. Have fun with that tool.
Thanks, guys.